Reading is a great way to improve your language skills. So, if you're interested in improving your grammar and vocabulary all while reading, then keep watching. For more language-related content, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when I post a new video. Today I'm reviewing the book Easy Korean Reading for Beginners by Talk to Me in Korean. I've been reading it for about a week now, and I can already see an improvement in my grammar and vocabulary. First, I want to share with you a breakdown of how the book works and the different sections in the book, and then I'll share with you how I actually use the book to study Korean. What I really like about this book is that there are 30 different topics, and you really don't have to go in order when you're reading this book. You can just go through the table of contents and decide which topic you'd be interested in learning the grammar for and go from there. Each topic starts off with a picture on top with some kind of text below it. What I like about the text underneath the photo is that you'll find different kinds of text, such as an explanation or an announcement. And what's really cool about that is you can see different contexts for how to use Korean. I also wanted to mention that this book comes with free audio that you can download from their website. And what I really love about the audio is that you can hear a female say the sentences and a male say the sentences. The following page has each of the sentences from that main paragraph broken down line by line. And above the Korean sentences, you can see a little pronunciation guide if the spelling might make you pronounce words a different way than you would think. This is really helpful for beginners if you're still trying to figure out the sounds of Korean. If you're intermediate or above, then it's not necessary because it is basic pronunciation tips. However, as a beginner, I found this really helpful. After that, you have each sentence translated into English. And then finally, you have all of the vocabulary at the very end of the lesson, which is really nice because you don't have to look up or use another book or app in order to look up individual words. It's just all there right in the book for you. And then it ends with a culture tip if you want to learn more about the topic that you just read about. Comment below and tell me if this book is something you'd be interested in having. Now I just want to briefly tell you how I like to use this book to study Korean. Like I mentioned before, there is a picture with some text underneath it, and I just like to read out loud or in my head the entire paragraph. Even if I don't quite understand what it says, I like to just read it sentence by sentence, just focusing on getting better at reading Korean, which I will be coming out with a video soon on how to improve your Korean reading speed. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, I just like to read it all the way through. And once I finish reading the text, then I go to the next page where each sentence is broken down line by line. I read one sentence, then I try to figure out what that sentence says. And if I'm not sure about some of the vocabulary, I just go to the end of that lesson and look up the vocabulary. And then I look at the English translation after I've tried to figure out what that sentence was trying to say. I do this for each sentence, which I think is extremely important because if I were to just look at all the translations at one time, I feel like I wouldn't be retaining as much information. For example, some of the vocabulary might be repeated in multiple sentences. So if you didn't know what something meant in the first sentence and you looked it up, you might go down to sentence 3 or 4 and you'll be able to figure out what that sentence is saying before even looking at the English translation. So I think it's pretty important to just try to figure out what each sentence says and then look at the English as opposed to looking at all the sentences at one time and then looking at all of the English sentences at one time. Just try to go back and forth. At least I find that to be very helpful for me in remembering vocabulary. Just seeing it over and over again and trying to make sense of it myself before looking at the English, I think has really helped me retain more vocabulary since getting this book. If you already have this book, let me know in the comments down below how you like it. And if you like this video, give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.